John Travolta said to us that my son was autistic and has suffered over a seizure every 5 to 10 days. He would suffer a seizure that would last 45 seconds and would sleep up to 12 hours each day. I'm Brant Bond and I'm doing my presentation on epilepsy. Did you all know that 100,000 people in the United States are diagnosed with epilepsy each and every year? To me, epilepsy is not something to laugh about, especially when you witness somebody who has a seizure. There are different types of epilepsy, such as photosensitive, reflexive, and atonic seizures. Photosensitive epilepsy is when somebody sees a bunch of flashing lights or flickering lights and will fall over in a seizure for about 45 seconds. PSE, or photosensitive epilepsy, the visual trigger for a seizure is generally cyclic or forming a regular pattern in time and space. So if you go to a club, flashing lights or emergency vehicles, and action movies or television programs, make sure you keep an eye out on your own buddies. Many PSE patients experience an aurora or feel an odd sensation before their seizure even occurs. Now, reflexive epilepsy has many different types of classifications under it. You can get a seizure from reading a book, laying in a hot water bath, or be music induced. Atonic seizures are usually begin in the childhood and are often seen in syndromes of Lennox-Gastaut syndrome. When an atonic seizure ends, the person may or may not be confused because these seizures often result in falls. First aid may be necessary, especially if the seizure leads to injury or bruises. People with epilepsy, these are just two people in the United States. Lil Wayne is an American rapper, and Tiki Barber, a former American football player. There are many different causes, such as triggers, symptoms, and the effects. Triggers can range from words or phrases, flickering and flashing lights, to anything that you can think of. Some symptoms are odd feelings, often they're indescribable. Unusual smells and tastes, headaches, and daydreaming episodes. Some effects is falling, jerking movements of your body, unexplained confusion, sleepiness, or weakness. Now, I'm going to ask you a couple questions and see if you guys can answer. Do you guys think epilepsy is genetic? Can epilepsy be passed from generation to generation? Is it more found in males or females? And can it be cured? Well, epilepsy can be caused by genetic factors or acquired from your parents. In the past years, doctors have discovered that conditions have linked to mutated genes, but the matter is complicated by the fact that different genes may be involved in different circumstances. Most children who have a parent that has epilepsy or who has been diagnosed with epilepsy during their childhood will attain or acquire epilepsy later in life. It is said that the children from the ages of 5 until 20 have the highest risk of being diagnosed. Now, is epilepsy found more in males or females? Well, more women than men are diagnosed with idiopathic generalized epilepsy into epilepsy populations. So, in my opinion, overall no gender differences were found in localization and related epilepsy. Epilepsy is not something I would laugh about. I've seen people fall over and start a seizure, and it's a scary thing. I'm going to raise awareness and for the people who have been diagnosed with epilepsy at any age. Paul Pope the sixth, said, "Somebody should tell us right at the start of our lives that we are dying. Then we might live a life to the limit of every day." And he said, "Do it," I say. Whenever you want to, do it now. There are so many tomorrows. To me, a quote like that says, don't take life for granted. Live a life that you want to live, because you only have so many tomorrows, and you never know what life will throw at you. Live a moment like it's your last, because one day you may be the 1 in 50 people that are diagnosed with some sort of epilepsy. Thank you.